Hey everyone, Charmaine here with another penpal folder tutorial, and for this third episode of my Letters for No One series, I am going to show you how I made this super simple bifold penpal folder. So the cover for this one is actually franken paper. If you haven't seen that yet, you can check it out. I have a tutorial for creating a sort of like a patchwork of paper scraps, as you can see on in this folder. This one is super simple. I kept it really simple. It is a bifold, as I've said, and when you open it up, you only get like these two faces, and then you have a secretarial pocket wherein you can put your journal card and your letter for your pen pal. And I've made it super simple with 3 slots right here. So you have 1, 2, and 3. I decided to make this one super simple because I am actually working on this one, which hopefully I'll finish the template for by next week. So next week's pen pal folder will possibly be a template for this one. So it actually opens up. As you can see, it's a cute little I don't know what you call this one, but it is a pop-up little folder, and then you get these how do you call this one, little rooms, and I've actually been playing around with them. I've put in like little pockets like these, but since I am still perfecting the template for this one, that is why we have a super simple bifold folder for this week. So watch the rest of the video so that you will learn how to make your own penpal folder in this configuration. It's super simple. And as for the measurements, they're all available in the template down below. Just click on the link that I've included on there and enjoy creating your very simple penpal folder. So let's begin with the tutorial. So all you really have to do is download the template which I created. The link is available in the description of this video. So all the measurements that you will need to create this penpal folder is available in that PDF. Just follow and draw the guide marks onto your sheet. To make penpal folders, you will need heavy paper. You will want it to be able to stand up on its own and not be flimsy. So in the video, I am actually using a file folder. Get as creative as you want. In my last penpal folders, you will know that I used a shopping bag which I folded upon itself. You can also use fancy scrapbooking, cardstock with prints. As long as it's a heavy type of paper, you can use that. Going back to the printable, you will notice that all the measurements are in mm. And as you draw the shape and the lines onto your sheet, please take note that there are 2 different lines in this printable. We have our cutting lines and our fold marks. So just finish up drawing every detail onto your folder. I am actually using a pencil to make the guide marks. So if I want to, I can just easily erase these guide marks later on. This is actually the simplest penpal folder that I have created for this series. So I guarantee you, after copying all the marks onto your file folder, assembly for this particular configuration will be super easy. So the next step, of course, is to cut out the shape of the penpal folder. I'm using a cutter blade to cut the folder into shape. You can also use a scissor if you're more comfortable with that. Just be conscious and always refer back to the guide so that you know which ones are cutting lines and which ones are score marks. Then I run a blunt tool onto the fold marks so that folding them would be easier, I just run the blunt tool onto the fold marks a couple of times until I make a proper crease. Then I just fold it down to emphasize the fold. And as you can see in the video, it becomes very apparent which fold mark goes where. So there are only 3 flaps in this video. So these on screen right now are the 2 flaps for the pocket pouches, and we have another flap for the secretarial pocket. So if you want to decorate any of the faces, it will be easier to do that now before securing the flaps all together. But in this case, I just wanted to keep it simple and clean, so I wanted to preserve the craft paper and the white surface. I just decided to add washi tapes later on to decorate the faces, so I just secured on the flaps using double-sided tape. As you can see on the screen, the folder is actually now coming together. Then I take the time to go back and erase any guide marks on my pen pal folder. After which, I go on ahead and secure the franken page on the outer cover. I do this by putting double-sided tape on the edges of the outer side of the pen pal folder. After applying the double-sided tapes, I then just simply remove the release paper and just stick on my franken page onto the outer face of the folder. As you can see, my sheet is not an exact match, so I will have to trim any overhangs for this page. And to do this, I just simply use a scissor, flip it over, and I just cut off any overhangs outside the pen pal folder. And this is actually done. That's pretty much it, really. What's left to do is just simply decorate any of the faces that you want to add some embellishments to. And when you're happy with that, just add in your stationaries, your washi tapes, basically just fill in the pockets. I actually added more washi stickers onto the pages of this particular pen pal folder, but looking back at this video as I do my voiceover, I realized that it looks really nice with just that white face. So maybe for next time, I'm going to try to do a minimalist style pen pal folder. I mean, these washi stickers are really great. They add more character to the whole thing. But right now I'm adding a mental note that next time around I'm going to try to create a more delicate looking pen pal folder. But regardless, I think this pen pal folder turned out really great. I hope you agree though. Since it's a simple bifold, I just used a paper twine to hold the opening together. That's pretty much it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching this simple pen pal folder tutorial. If you do get a chance to make one of these pen pal folders, I suggest you tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your version, and I would love to also share them on my gallery, on my story. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when will I see you next? I'll see you this Thursday for a journal with me video, and then for Saturday we'll have another papercraft tutorial, and there are 2 more letters for no one pen pal folder tutorials in this series. Thank you for joining me here today, and I'll see you again next time. Stay safe, keep well,